How's it going, Knights fans? Thanks for checking in with this edition of the FDU Men's Soccer Report. I'm Gavin Neville, and we're here as always with the head coach of the FDU Men's Soccer team, Seth Roland. Coach, thanks for checking in with us today.
It's all good, Gavin.
Over the weekend, you had two games. Went on the road to play Monmouth and tied them, and then went on the road and beat Mount St. Mary. So I guess anytime you have an undefeated weekend, you have to be feeling good about it. What are your thoughts on how the weekend went?
Well, it's a tough weekend to play at Monmouth and at the Mount. Monmouth game was a typical Monmouth FDU hard-fought derby. We had them on the ropes in overtime and just couldn't put them away. But we played well, competed hard, and then went down to the Mount, a place that has not been particularly good to us over the last few visits, and went down a minute just before halftime, and then came out and scored two in the opening 7 minutes of the second half. So we responded well. Talked about playing and showing our class second half, and the guys came out and did just that and got the win. Starting
with the Monmouth game, it looked like it took you guys a few minutes early on to get used to the field surface and everything like that. How did you guys think that you responded after you kind of settled in?
Yeah, the grass was kind of heavy, it was wet and slick, and took us a little bit to adjust, and then I thought we responded well and adapted well.
And talk about getting the shutout. I know Alyssa had a couple big saves, and how you thought he played.
Yeah, he did a great job, and as evidenced by being named NEC Player of the Week, not just for his performance against Monmouth, but against Mount as well, where he had a couple of big saves also. But as a team, we defended very well,
right,
against Monmouth and against the Mount.
And then in that Mount St. Mary's game, you give up a goal right at the end of the first half. How much does that hurt you guys, and what does that say about your guys that you're able to come back and not let it affect you in the second half?
Well, the reality of it is when you give up a goal that late in the half, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And it's not fun.
Yeah.
But we just remained calm at halftime and again, talked about going out second half and just staying focused and showing what we're all about.
You guys have had some injuries this year. One of the players that's really stepped up is Manny Calixto. Can you talk about what he's meant in the absence of Anders Vessansen and then kind of working him in when Anders is back?
Yeah, we've always felt Manny had the potential to be a good player, and it was just a matter of Manny doing what he needed to do to turn the corner and gain some confidence, and he's done that the last few games. So Manny has stepped up in a big way and has done a very good job deep in the midfield.
We had a chance to catch up with Manny to talk about how he's been playing the past couple games.
Thanks, Gavin. This is Alyssa. We are here with redshirt sophomore Manny Calixto, who's also a midfielder on the men's soccer team. So Manny, you've seen it, you've watched it, you've been there, but how does it feel to actually start and play with the big rivalry against Monmouth University?
I mean, it was a good experience. It was a pretty tough game. I had to come in mentally prepared, make sure I did a good warm-up. But yeah, overall, the team did good.
So how do you get mentally prepared? You don't know if you're going to play or not, but how do you get yourself ready?
I mean, basically, I just make sure I come in mentally prepared, do a good warm-up, make sure that I'm tuned in and focused with the team because it's not just me. I have to be able to communicate and also understand what my teammates are doing. But yeah, everything's good.
So you have a big game against Sacred Heart this Friday on the home turf. What's it like playing on the home turf against? I
mean, I like playing at home. Most of my friends are here. Most of the times I invite them to come to my games, and now hopefully I get another start against Sacred Heart. I hope it's a good experience this Friday. Just got to get mentally prepared and make sure I'm focused for this Friday's game.
Back to you, Gavin.
Thanks, Alyssa. Now, Coach, with the upcoming games against Sacred Heart and then Central Connecticut State, what are some of the keys you think are to coming up with a couple good results this weekend?
Well, we just have to keep playing the way we've been playing, defending well as a unit and attacking in a cohesive manner. Sacred Heart is a pretty intense rivalry. The last 2 years we've tied each other in the regular season, and we had a great semifinal with them last year in the NEC tournament where we eked out a 1-0 victory. And Central Connecticut is arguably the most talented team in the conference, and they've got some serious firepower and are a very, very good team.
Well, Coach, thanks for checking in with us again this week. And Knights fans, thanks for watching this edition of the FDU Men's Soccer Report.